A contested seat in the New Hampshire House of Representatives had flipped from Republican to Democrat after a recount. So now the race for the Hillsborough County House District 16 seat in Manchester saw Democrat Maxine Mosley defeat her Republican opponent Larry Gagne by a single vote. Holy crap. Now, Mosley won the seat with 1,799 votes to Gagne's 1,798. Before the recount, Gagne led Mosley by 23 votes. Now, Adam Sexton, the political director for Manchester news outlet WMUR, had given some updates. And here's what he said on Twitter. Shocker in Manchester's Ward 6 New Hampshire House of Representatives race. After she congratulated Gagne, there was still counting left, and it turns out Maxine Mosley won by a single vote, a flip for Democrats, he wrote on Monday. Nathaniel Rakich, a senior election analyst at 538, also commented on the turnaround. Wow, Democrats erased a 23-vote deficit in a recount to win this New Hampshire House seat by 1 vote. They need to do the same in 3 more seats to win a majority, but wow. So, look, the reason I bring you this story is to show you that every vote matters. Now, there's another lesson here, and it's, again, it goes to the theme of sanity and how sanity has begun to return. Look, Gagne was, again, a Republican, said he was surprised with the result, according to a report from local news outlet Manchester Inklink. He said, it's very unusual, especially in Manchester with the machines that we have, to make up 24 votes. We were winning by 23. I don't know what happened. Oh, no. Oh, no. Wait, I read that and I thought, here we go. Gonna go with the voter fraud again. Oh, no. We've got dumps.
Dumps. Big, massive dumps.
No, that's actually not what happened. What? Speaking to Newsweek, Mosley explained what her first thoughts were when she heard the news. Remember, that's she was behind. She thought she'd lost the election. She was getting ready to congratulate her opponent. And then the recount was like, oh, by the way, looks like you won. She said, I was truly overwhelmed by the result of the recount. A swing of more than 9 votes is rare in New Hampshire, so this result is historic. Directly following the recount, Mr. Gagne did approach me, and we shook hands as he congratulated me. He did tell me that he would not be requesting a challenge to the outcome. I'll be damned. She also said he was very gracious. We have always had a cordial relationship over many years. I appreciate his service community. Look at that. You have a Republican that respected the results of the election. And I know, look, of course it's happened all over the country, with even Doug Mastriano, finally, and RJ Majewski. Election deniers were like, okay, fine. We concede, we didn't win. But this was just like, oh, wow, I was winning. It turns out they did a recount, and I got extra votes. That sucks for me. But hey, that's the result. That's the result. Congratulations. Now, Mosley did add, though, that she would expect the Republican Party to challenge the outcome of the state, even though Gagne indicated that he would not. And if a challenge is filed, it would be heard by the Election Commission on November 28th. And there's no additional news on that if that's happening. But she added this. I would say that, strongly say that this race clearly affirms that each and every vote does count and that our obligation to vote is foundational for our democracy. So, as I said, it's encouraging. It shows you how some of these elections really do come down to the wire. It was so close. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if the Republican had taken the election. Again, Mosley was expected to lose. She was expecting to lose. She expected to concede. She actually won. And surprise, surprise, the Republican opponent actually respected the results. I can't tell you how uplifting this is to hear. And I know you might be like, well, so what? What, right? No, you don't understand. After 2+ years of hearing Trump insanity over, the dumps, okay?
They call them dumps, big, massive dumps.
The ballot dumps and mules and all of this insanity. And hearing from constant election deniers, the Laura Logans of the world, the Laura Loomers of the world. Voter fraud, it's voter fraud, it's everywhere, it's voter fraud. Voter fraud. Is there voter fraud in the room with you right now? To hear a Republican that isn't screaming about voter fraud, it's refreshing. It actually kind of like gives me hope. It gives me faith in humanity. Once again, just a little bit. It makes me think, in some places at least, sanity has returned. I mean, and look, again, sanity is pretty relative these days. We are still talking about Republicans, okay? And their positions, of course, are fairly abhorrent. But you still have Republicans out there with, again, I disagree with them about policy positions and all that is, cultural and economic. But at least there are some out there that are not trying to undermine our system of government by claiming non-existent voter fraud. With no evidence, by the way, just with a close election. It is a low bar, but god damn it, I'm going to take it. After all the shit that we've seen, I'll take it.